Hey girl, as you're listening to this episode, me and my family are probably laying somewhere on the beach right now. I'm so excited to be taking a vacation with my boys. It is much needed, and I'm so happy that I get to be spending some present memories, present time. I wanted to do an episode on summer eating disorder triggers, how to cope in the summer, because sister, summer is hard when you're navigating freedom from an eating disorder or when you're really truly struggling with your body image and wanting and desiring to get better. Summer is so hard. It wasn't easy for me in the summer. And to say that my summer now is completely different is truth. I can finally go on vacation with my kids and my husband and not feel like the entire thing I'm thinking about is myself in a bathing suit or myself eating and what I'm eating and when I'm eating. But sister, I get it. It's hard. It's a tough season. And I'm going to be sharing a few top of mind things that you can turn to instead of old friend eating disorder and those nasty eating disorder behaviors. All right, girl, listen up. Get ready to dive right on into today's show. Hey girl, welcome to the Her Best Self podcast. I'm Lindsay Nickel, former competitive figure skater and perfectionist, turned God-led imperfect boy mom and digital CEO. If you find yourself constantly thinking about food and wondering if you'll wake up one day free from the obsessive thoughts and behaviors controlling your life, then I've created this podcast for you. Because I know exactly what it's like to be a downright hot mess, trapped in a destructive cycle of disordered eating. I finally found freedom, and you can too, girlfriend. So if you're ready to heal your relationship with food and body and break the chains of control and show up in your best health, then grab your favorite Tarjay journal and let's get to it. So you can start living your best life as your best self. Summer is a fun time. It's a time to chillax, to travel. Maybe you've got your kids home. Maybe you are home. It can also be hectic. Am I right? It can be out of your normal routine, and you can be finding it much harder to put yourself first, as if you ever did from the beginning, right? I feel like those of us who struggle with food control and just wanting all of the things to be a certain way, we're also very passionate, and we also tend to put others before ourselves. We're very selfless individuals. But at the same time, it can be extremely crazy because we are also very selfish in terms of our eating disorder behaviors. And summer can trigger feelings of being seen. It can be full of barbecues and bathing suits and summer bodies and summer outfits and more opportunities to feel judged. And when we think about the summer body, it's instead of diet culture where we look around and everyone wants to talk about all of their weight loss transformations and fitspirations, we can really struggle with culture pressure of having the perfect beach body. This creates so much anxiety. It creates relapse, tension, purging right into negative controlling behaviors all over again, enter depression, restriction for the fear of not being bathing suit ready, and you've turned right back in, if you're not already there, to a place of total dysfunction. I remember nearly running to the point of pure exhaustion during the summertime when I was really struggling with my anorexia, to the point of sweat literally dripping, my heart exploding out of my chest. I'm still not quite sure why it didn't. And I was fueled by coffee and the desire of perfection. You see, summer was super triggering for me because of my need to over-exercise, to fit the mold of the world, the need to look good around others, the fear of being seen. Girl, maybe you're afraid of being seen. I remember being on a cruise during my very worst, thinking I was on top of the world because I could navigate the all-you-could-eat buffet. I was struggling. I was so malnourished, yet I didn't even enjoy one meal the entire time I was there. I didn't enjoy one meal the entire time I was there. I took comments as compliments while I was there, And I just remember looking at other people's bodies and my body. And while I wasn't super happy with my body, I was just sitting there literally wondering how people could be seen. And what I want to share with you today is that your summer body is the body that you have right now. I remember I had days of wanting to show off myself, and then days where I felt super small, and days where I literally felt starved and I wanted to cover myself up in all of the sweats. Girl, if this is you, I see you. Maybe you find yourself already struggling with summer. And so today I wanted to share with you 6 different top of mind things that you can turn to instead of that pesky, nasty voice on your shoulder telling you that you're not good enough and you're not small enough and you can't have the cheeseburger. Number 1, appreciate your body for healing. Appreciate it for what it does for you, not what it looks like. It's the vessel of how you experience life. Girl, the biggest eye-opening thing for me was following my clarity, following this awareness of, oh my gosh, what have I been doing to myself for so long? I had to sit with myself and go, this is the vessel that God has given me. This is my vehicle here. I don't get to take it with me. I don't get to take it to where I go next. And right here today, I can nourish it and I can love it and I can live in it, or I can be miserable all of my days. Like there was a crossroads where in order to completely, fully surrender, I had to be okay and accepting that there were going to be things maybe I didn't like, but that I could still love who I am. You need to start appreciating your body for what it does. The fact that it has kept you here for this long on this planet and all that we've done to destruct it. I want you to appreciate it for healing. I want you to appreciate for healing this time of year. It is the vessel of how you experience life, and it's time to start treating it with respect. Number 2 is wear comfortable clothes. I can't stress this enough. If bathing suits feel constricting and clothes feel just not right on your body because you're going through weight restoration or you're at least trying to eat healthier and better and nourishing for your body, eating more, eating to a point where you're learning yourself again, I want you to remember that clothes weren't meant for you to fit into them. Sister, quite frankly, it's the other way around. Find clothes for your healthy body. When I was going through recovery, the bloat was real for me. I mean, when you go from not eating that much and then you start eating again, you're going to experience some discomfort. That's part of the journey. It just is. And so for me, instead of clinging to sizes that were not even what a woman should be wearing, I decided I needed to dress comfortably. And so during my restoration, during my healing, I truly was determined that I was just going to live life to the fullest, be in the present moment, and I wasn't going to try to fit into clothes that didn't fit me. And so maybe you're there right now. Number 3, be clear about your boundaries. Use your voice, sis. You don't need to go do all the things. You are the most important thing, and your health is the most valuable right now. I want you to know you can be clear about these boundaries. I had to stay off social. I truly had to stay off social. All of the weight loss stuff, like it was just too triggering for me. I had to stay off. There was no way that I could sit around and watch everybody drink these Optavia drinks or whatever it was at the time and truly feel like I was doing the right thing because I was doing the opposite thing. It was like a cluster in my brain. I had to avoid situations. I had to set clear boundaries around people and friends, people who knew what I was going through, that were in my corner, like rowing the same direction in the boat. Those were my peeps, and everyone else during that time, simply, I just had to set a boundary. If it wasn't going to help my healing transformation, if it wasn't going to help the process for me, it just wasn't something that I was going to give my time and energy to. Number 4, stand firm in your truth. Girl, remind yourself that you are on this journey. even when you don't want to be. This is your truth. This is your choice. This is your commitment. And honoring that with routine. The summer can be all over the place. It can be very chaotic, and we can think about vacationing and we can think about all these things, and we're not in our current routine. The best thing you can do for yourself in this process is to stick to your routine. Our perfectionist minds, we love a plan. We love to feel like we're in the know and we're in control. And as soon as we feel out of control, we're going to find a way to control the situation. And 9 times out of 10, it's with food. So if you're going to be traveling, pack a stack of snacks to take with you. If you are going to be at the pool, or you're going to be at a barbecue, or you're going to be doing something, 9 times out of 10, if you do not come prepared, you are going to be prepared to fail. So I want you to plan. I want you to have a routine. And I want you to stick to that routine, even in the summertime when it can be hard. Number 5, give yourself grace and permission. Permission to sleep, permission to eat, permission to read a good book on the beach, permission to laugh, permission to live again. I know that the ocean is literally my love language. No, but for real, the ocean is my place of peace. And whenever I'm going to get really centered and clear and talk to God, or whenever I want to find some answers in my life, when I feel chaotic, I will go walk the beach. I live near Virginia Beach, but our family likes to go down to the North Carolina beaches every summer. And I will walk the beach, and I will literally be completely still and quiet and sit on the beach, feeling the salt from the waves on my face, smelling it in the air, and just every wave, girl, every wave is different. Every wave is a different shape, a different size. It crashes at a different point. That is how I truly experience freedom and recovery, and I just relate it to that. We are all different waves. We are all crashing at different points, and we're all coming into the shore at different times. And some of us are smaller than others, and some of us are bigger than others, and some of us are just different. We're all unique, and it's not good or bad. It just is. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And when you can get alone and you can simply be, and you can give yourself permission, giving yourself permission. There's so much freedom in that. Is it permission to have a snack? Is it permission to eat something you never would have a year ago? Is it permission to enjoy that vacation without worrying about those calories, or when you can eat next, or what so-and-so is going to think, or what they're eating, or what you're looking like in your bikini this year? Sister, did you know that according to researchers, 90% of women are disappointed with their bodies? And especially in the summertime. The Eating Disorder Hope Foundation states this. In order to overcome, in order to truly think about how high this statistic is, it's probably because we're all looking around, looking at everyone else's body, looking at our body, and not honoring it for what it does for us, for the freedom that it gives us. Maybe you're there. Instead of trying to get your summer body, instead of restricting to fit a life and a body in a world that's not meant for this type of thing, that's not meant to be confined like this, I want you to do something different. This summer, I want you to try number 6, a summer bucket list. I want you to travel somewhere new. I want you to take a road trip, try something you love. And if you remember when you lost yourself and this disorder took over your life, I want you to go back to that place where you can find yourself again. And I want you to do something that you remember loving to do. Sister, summer can be hard, and recovery from food and controlling every ounce of your body can be harder, especially in the summertime. But you don't have to do this by yourself. You can have accountability. You can hire a coach. Even if that coach is not me, sister, I believe that you weren't meant to do this by yourself. In fact, the summertime was when I needed people in my circle supporting me, because there were days I felt big, but big isn't a feeling. Big isn't a feeling. Freedom is truly a feeling in my bones. And I want you to know that if it's possible for me, it's possible for you too. And so, as I am on the beach this week, while you're listening to this episode, I'm going to be thinking about all of you. And I am going to be sending you so much love, so many recovery hugs, because there were so many days that I missed out on the experiences and being with the people that I loved because I was totally consumed in what I was doing to myself. It felt like I wasn't going to be able to escape it. It felt like I was crawling out of my skin. It felt there was no worse feeling than it. And I can't even put it into words right now for you. But I know you know what I'm talking about. And says, it's okay. It's okay to deal with the hectic, the out of normal routine. It's okay to deal with the setbacks. It's okay to feel anxiety and depression and wanting to restrict and wanting to control what you're eating and wanting to overexercise out of fear. But sister, fear is just false evidence appearing real. Summer is such a sweet time. And instead of missing it because you're living in your mind, I want you to be able to live it because you're standing in your truth. All right, girl. I hope you have a fantastic week. I am sending you so much love from the beach. I hope you go out today and you live these 6 things. I hope you appreciate your body for healing, and I hope you navigate into more comfortable clothes and you're clear about your boundaries and you stand firm in your truth and you give yourself permission and grace and you try a summer bucket list. I want to hear all about it. Send me an email at info@lindsaynickel.com or pop on into our private Facebook community. You really can find freedom from this. And I believe in you, sweet friend. I'll talk to you soon, girl. Bye for now. Oh, friend, thank you so much for letting me share what was on my heart today. My hope for this podcast is to help more women find freedom from food and body. If this has empowered or blessed you, let me know. I'd be honored for your rating and review of my show, and I'd love to connect with you in my private Facebook community. You really can move from perfection to purpose. Let's break the chains together. I'll help navigate the way. Until next time, bye for now, girl.